So what we want is to construct a shed, just a kind of shed. And what you see or what you look at, we are at Bunnings. That is my son. Yeah, trying to look at different types of sheds that we can try to construct in our little backyard. You can see different types of them being sold at Bunnings. Yeah, we are in the sheds and gardening area. Very early in the morning, went to Bunnings, try to get uh, just a shed that I can put together to my little background. That's my car parked over there. And yeah, the day was just bright, just outside of Banning. Try to get my wonderful shed. And this is just a storage shed, really. I've been looking forward to. I've always been checking on prices from different warehouses to see that which one has got the best deal. And today that happened to be Bunnings, and yeah, I went with my kids, and went to after making my best choices. I went to this area. This area, that's where cars normally do buy bulks, go and park and just go get their orders and just leave. So I picked a well, it was just a trolley, really, just to help me just put my unpacked shed onto this trolley, as you can see it right there. And yeah, off I took off from there. It was pretty heavy, eh? Yeah. The good thing is that actually I just also got to understand on that very day that you can actually borrow you a trailer. So before I used actually to go and hire a trailer, which could cost me like $30 an hour. But when I asked, I was like, no, actually you could just give us your license, your driver's license, and put a bond. I think for like around $100, and that's what all you need to borrow their trailer. And I think the bond is in case you don't return the trailer in the agreed amount of time. Probably they could take that bond, or you could negotiate it with them. Really, yeah. But I think this is really good business, a good customer service idea. Yeah. So there I was. I tried to help myself. Really, you can see I put my shed onto the trailer and slided it over and just fit it in just just right there. By the way, I'm the one filming myself and also trying to manage all these kind of things. And yeah, after making sure that the trailer is well attached onto my tow bar for my car, yeah, I think it was time for me to just get into my car and drive off. Ooh, yep, drive off. Yeah, everything looks perfect. Yep. Yeah. So everything looked perfect. Now, this is back to the grill. So when I reached home, yeah, we had to unpack it. I didn't really assemble it on that very, very fast day. So I was tired. So on the next day, you can see me had already assembled it a bit. We had a storm actually in the days that followed. But yeah, one of the days looked good, and I had to bring out my toolboxes and other tools really. Yes, my wife was around as well. She didn't work on that very day, so she helped me film up all this uh, assembly process. Yes, so I had done pretty quite a lot on it. As you can see, you've got not really a big, small backyard, but it's just enough for us to really hang around the house, put a few things here and there. And the reason why I chose this very specific size of a storage, it's really because of my backyard, so I couldn't buy something that massive, but at the same time not too tiny that you can barely fit in stuff like buy more and everything. And I guarantee you, this thing you see here right now, the storage, it looked small, but actually I can I can store my more in there, some other garden tools, and so many other things. So yeah. So just to take you back and take you back. So when I unpacked um, this shirt, wow, the package. Um, so it had everything that they had said that it had in it, and the challenge was for me really to try to understand the guide. I think you can also relate. Sometimes where you feel like no, actually, I can just look at what is in the package and just start to put things together without actually maybe consult much on the manual. But this case, actually, I was challenged. I had to go always back and forth to try to see what panel fits which side. What am I supposed to do in the next step? I got a few things wrong, but eventually I managed to put everything together. As you can see at the moment, um, I'm trying to fit in the roof. My daughter is just right there, seated in her stroller, and I think she's really even tired. She just want to get off the stroller. Yeah, um, that's the size of my backyard. Not so big, but it's just enough for us. We have a family of four, me, my wife, and my two kids. And I think you guys have already see. You've got a laptop there because I was also using YouTube actually to guide me on some of the because these guys. So on the manual, they do have a QR code which you can scan and takes you straight to their website. So wherever I could get stuck, I could just jump onto my computer and try to see how things were put together so that I can just copy or just understand that and just do the same. Yeah. See, for me, whenever I'm assembling any of these DIYs that I always do, I try to take safety really very serious. And this is actually it came up as a result of me getting always getting wounds or getting hurt from the tools I always try to use. So I just really learned the hard way. So you will always see me with me wearing my overall. Sometimes I'll be wearing gloves, and sometimes actually in some areas which are dusty and nasty. That is, if they do smell really bad, I always tend to wear a mask. Yeah. So in the background, someone is trying to play. Someone is on Cocomelon. Yeah. So it was time for me to check and inspect to see whether everything was taking along, everything was intact, trying to see whether everything is really in good shape, as the guide says. Um, as you can see there, trying to see, trying to. I think actually I was trying to access the back side of it so that I can be able to screw in the rest of the screws to just punch in the rest of the screws for the roofs. Yeah, because I couldn't access it from the front. Um, yeah, yeah, it was a bit hard, and this is what I recommend. I mean, you need to find space. It's really hard. I think people who are doing DIYs, you can relate. It's really hard to work in a confined state and confined space. You need enough big or some kind of like a convenient space that way you can fully um, be free, like your hands, your body, like you can easily turn around or you move in and out. So that alone actually also helps to minimize hazards and risks of hurting yourself. Yes, still on the roof, trying to check everything is all good. Now it was time for me to perfectly um, install the lock on the door. This really was, I didn't expect it to be a huge challenge, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a fix and go, but actually turned out to take some good minutes for me to figure out what what's supposed to go where. Yeah, most importantly, I just realized actually on that same process that um, the door wasn't really well installed. And when the door is not well installed, so there's a challenge for the lock not be an easy work on for me to install it or to lock actually. Yeah, so it was really a bit of a challenge, but eventually, as you will see, I managed to get it on and managed to put every single piece together. Yeah, started off by indicating or understanding where the screws were supposed to go before for the support. That's the support for the hinge of the locks. Yeah, so tried it all on and off to see if it opens and closes. And on this, there one where the lock really enters onto the other side of the frame, I had to be very careful. So, because if you don't align it very well, the chances that you're gonna be struggling get that to get the other end of the lock into where it's supposed to enter in it. So I had to measure very accurately where those holes that I need to drill um, need to go. And as you can see, I'm holding a marker there to just help me get those points that later on I will use as a mark for me to drill those holes where the screws will go to touch that side of the lock that are attached to the door flame. I think I got that right. So once that was done, I reached out to my toolbox, got the rice, got the right size for the drill bit, and you can see I'm trying to uh, store it in, and there we go, the drilling process. So give it another nudge so that it's really looks nice and tidy. Looks perfect. Yep, was all good. Nice, easy. Try it on and off. Open, close. All right. Yeah, looked perfect. Looked everywhere. Looks good. And moment of the truth. Voila! All looks nice. All looks good. Yeah. So this clip actually I got it after some time. So I didn't really actually finish the job on that very day. But I think a week after or a month after, yeah, it all came together and it all looked nicely done. There you have it with my mower in there. I now got rid of the smalls in my garage. All my other tools that I needed out of my garage to free up some space, that's where they are now. And I feel so great. I feel so good to have put everything on here. And there you go. It opens and closes. And to you fellows out there, that is how it's been. And thank you for watching. See you.